Meniscus is a piece of cartilage lining in our knee joint. The meniscus is important because our leg bone and thigh bone don't work without the meniscus in place. And the meniscus tear or injury happens quite frequently in our society. And once there's a tear, the meniscus oftentimes is removed, surgically removed, and there's a much greater chance of getting arthritis without a meniscus. So what we did was take the MRI scans of a sheep meniscus, and with these MRI scans, we could synthesize a 3D printed meniscus scaffold, and this could be made exactly as the shape and dimensions of the meniscus that needs to be replaced. And then we delivered 2 proteins to stimulate the body's internal stem cells to regenerate the meniscus. Next, what we did was we partnered with Dr. Scott Rodio from Hospital for Special Surgery, Dr. Lisa Fortier from Cornell University. So the 3 teams got together and put that scaffold with the 2 proteins inside the sheep meniscus that was replaced. And the sheep, after they received this 3D meniscus scaffold with the 2 proteins delivered in sequence, and finally regenerated meniscus. So within about 6 weeks or so, on average, the sheep were able to undergo weight bearing and locomotion just as a normal sheep. I believe we are just seeing the beginning, but already a lot of progress has been made. You could reconstruct a 3D structure of the patient's cartilage or the meniscus, and down to the precision of splitting a hair. The benefit of 3D printing is that during development, stem cells know how to grow into heart, into bone structures, into cartilage structures. Once in the adult, those positioning cues in the stem cells are already lost. Don't necessarily know how to grow into the shape of the nose, of the ear, the cartilage, the heart. So 3D printing provides the scaffold that could be used to guide the environment to accommodate the growth of the stem cell. There are a number of materials that one could choose from. A number of materials we have used, for example, as surgical suture. So the innovation this time around is to melt these materials at a high temperature, then print them into the shape of a meniscus, print them into the shape of bone structures or cartilage structures.
We extract CT or MRI's the image to create a 3D model. That 3D will be the role model to be, for the future printing.
As people live longer and remain active as they age, doctors are looking to technology to address common injuries to body parts that help people stay mobile, like the meniscus. The meniscus is a shock-absorbing cartilage pad in the knee. While meniscus injuries are common among professional athletes, the cartilage can be torn in the course of everyday actions like going upstairs or standing up. It is also prone to wearing down, which makes it likely for arthritis to develop in the knee. Cornell and Columbia Universities in New York State is testing a 3D printed device that could help regenerate the meniscus rather than replace it.
The idea of this approach is to use biologically compatible materials. We call them biomaterials. They truly serve as a scaffold to get the cells to come in.
The process starts with magnetic resonance imaging of the knee and the meniscus.
What we have done is to use those MRI images. So these are 2-dimensional slices. With multiple slices, we could readily reconstruct these into a 3D design.
This 3D printed scaffold is being tested in sheep before researchers apply to the Food and Drug Administration to proceed with the trial in humans.
The human meniscus is actually by and large the same shape. It's just, proportionally bigger.
Dr. Mao and his colleagues hope this approach will be more successful than other treatments because they've infused human growth protein into the scaffolding. The
cells in the meniscus are truly very specialized cells. So it took us quite a while to figure out that these 2 proteins, when they were used in sequence, can stimulate the stem cells to become the cells in the meniscus.
Once implanted, the scaffolding coaxes regrowth of the meniscus as the scaffolding itself slowly degrades. In sheep, that takes about 4 weeks. Tests on the sheep 3 months after surgery found that the growth factor-infused scaffoldings that developed had structural and mechanical properties similar to a natural meniscus.
What we have learned so far is the regeneration of the tissue was truly more than we expected.
Dr. Mao says it's likely multiple new approaches to restore damaged knee joints will be developed in the next few years, but he and his team are excited by the possibilities that 3D printing offers.
One of the advantages of 3D printing is you can produce something that's exactly the size and dimensions for that specific patient. Go with a 3D printed biomaterial scaffold, there's really unlimited supply.